Greetings, Mr. and Mrs. America. It's a pleasure to speak to you again. Recently, NASA's budget has come under fire once more by short-sighted politicians. These are the same people who argue with themselves over and over, pointlessly, about supposedly important party ideology. Meanwhile, everything that is done has to be done through them. All the laws that are passed, all the taxes that are raised, it's their ultimate responsibility. Nothing happens without their approval, tacit or otherwise. Therefore, when they claim ignorance or innocence about the loss of a particularly favored program or unfortunate tax increases, they're lying through their teeth. So it is when these people claim that they are thinking about America's future. They are not. How can we tell this? Look what they do to NASA. NASA has a wide variety of programs that it must maintain, and it has a mandate to create new ones. It must do all of that with about 1% or less of the federal budget each year. On a personal scale, this is a large amount of money, but for an organization tasked with such important work, it's minuscule, and so NASA constantly has to revise its priorities, cancel promising research, even if billions of dollars have already been allocated through previous decades. Now, we know times are tight. We, the people, know this better than the politicians. Yet, this year, I'm paying more in taxes and being told once again by the Social Security Administration that I will not receive all of my money back, and that Congress may at any time decide to make sure that I get even less money. How can this be happening, and yet the government claims there is no money for NASA? Simply put, they are lying. They are lying through their teeth. There is plenty of money for NASA. Where shall we get it then? Well, we could take money away from useless programs, entitlement programs that benefit only a small percentage of the nation, and put it towards NASA, whose work will benefit the nation and eventually the world as a whole. Isn't that much more laudable? I think it is. The politicians who claim that they're looking towards the future are lying. All they have to do is consider what is out there in the greater solar system. Asteroids composed of unknown quantities of valuable minerals. Gold. Maybe radioactives. Certainly, we have found traces of water on the moon. We suspect that there is a large amount locked away in permafrost on Mars. What else is out there? We can make educated guesses, certainly, based on the asteroid observations that we've made so far, and based on meteorite fragments that we've picked up here on Earth. But to be able to reach them, to be able to mine them, to exploit them, that is a different thing. And that is going to require an infrastructure, and NASA is in place to make sure that infrastructure is built. NASA has the manpower, the mind power, to make it done within a reasonable amount of time, and, considering what is at stake, within a reasonable budget. That is not to say that NASA's past history of cost overruns shall go unmarked. No. We have to do something about that. We have to encourage our politicians to make an honest effort to curb it. And we must petition NASA to take efforts on its own to make sure that it is getting the most out of our money. Now, mining asteroids is only one potential bonus of an expanded and permanent human presence in space. The biggest bonus that I can see right now is energy farms, solar energy farms. We can build these using the technology we have now. Solar voltaic cells are becoming more and more efficient every year. Even with the tech that we have right now, we could make large amounts of energy available, and once it's paid off in the form of reduced fossil fuel use and other bonuses such as powering space industry, this energy will be effectively free forever. All that will be necessary is to maintain the solar panel farms. This is looking forward. This is thinking about the future, not what Congress is doing. Instead, they are frittering away our money on stupid things, entitlement programs for lazy people, deadbeats, drug addicts. Look it up. You'll find a large amount of waste, but a large number of whiny, loud people to whom the politicians would rather listen than reasonable, hard-working folks like ourselves. They are not looking towards our future. If there's any future that they're looking forward to, it's their own. Once again, I urge you to make your voices known, to not let this behavior keep on. Make sure that you petition loudly and frequently. Save NASA. Hell, start a fundraiser. Americans raise hundreds of millions of dollars overnight, almost, for Haiti. Haiti of all places. Where is our return of investment in that? I don't think there's going to be one. Instead, we're going to be there for a long time, and they're always going to have their hands out. Somehow that's always a requirement, the handout. And the handouts. Don't send your money to them. Send your money to NASA. Well, the light is fading, and with it, this message. I hope it has come through loud and clear. I hope it stirs some people to act. I will see you again. Anon.